locks, right? There's a there's a couple things. I mean, I found that locking is the best way, like Jeff was saying, to not let kids go ahead. So kids can't really skip ahead in my courses at all. Um, the first one you can do with the SCORM packages. That one's fairly easy. When you put in a SCORM package, you simply say, you put in however many points are in so under grade, you put in how many points you put in that lesson. And then on activity completion, you have to say student must receive the grade, and I can't unlock this to click on it because I'll mess it up. You can also say students must view, and then you put in the numbers. I find that these other three things, pass, completed, those all cause problems, so I don't use those at all. I just simply say students have to receive a grade, and I put the number of points that they need to get. Usually I don't make it be all points because then they can't go on unless they earn all points. I usually have that set around 80% of the total points. And you can see this is locked like that, introduction is locked, and so forth. Now the one that Carrie Ann was talking about, let me close this tab. The one that Carrie Ann was talking about is at the end of the unit. So how do I set this Unit 1 grading rubric? You have to do this a little bit different. This is an assignment. And when you lock this one, you have to have a grade, right? And so this is a unit scale. And on the unit scale, a 4 is a B and a 5 is a P. So you have to set this to unit scale. You have to put grade to pass to be a 4. Then down here under activity completion, you have to say the student, they only need to receive a grade because I'm the one, they don't need to upload this. This is just where I'm sharing their grading rubric. So student must have a grade. So that has to be set like that there. And then this is 2 steps. So that sets up the first part under the grading rubric. And then under the second part, you need to go, like I don't have this one. This is kind of good because I unlocked this because of how a student started. So if I want to lock this unit 2 to not be able to start, I need to say restrict access. I need to add the activity completion. Sorry if I'll slow down. Then I have to pick that assignment, which was the Unit 1 grading rubric. And I need to not just say must be marked complete, I have to say must be marked complete with a pass grade. So when I click on that and say save to continue, now you can see that this one is marked, is completed and passed, right? And then I had some issues with points on these first couple lessons on students not earning points. That's why they're not all locked up. But in general, I'll go down to the next unit. You know, you can see that the Unit 2 grading rubric is going to be what helps them get into Unit 3, is complete and passed. So if I put a P in the Unit 2 grading rubric or an H, I haven't put D's or other things, but I know the point systems are that those are all lower points. So as long as it's set to 4, that should work. And you know, the only problem that still works with the unlocking and locking is that, you know, if you do unlock it for one student, it's unlocked for all students. So, you know, I find that sometimes I'll have a student who shows me that they did something and there was an internet problem, and so I unlock it. And if I don't remember to go back in and lock it right after they're done, then another student will come along who's behind and will try to find everything that they can work on. I'll show one other thing. On my AP Psych class, I do leave the resources not locked up so that a student could, if they're like waiting for me to do something, I'll just show you what I mean. If they're waiting for me to do something, the activity that they have to do, like they have to do the case study to do this concept map, but I do leave all the resources available to them so that if they're waiting for me to grade the case study, they can still go on, and since they know what to do. But I hope that was helpful, and let me know if there's any questions.